F25 News at noon starts with breaking news.
Hurricane Helene has formed as it sets its sights on the Gulf. The storm is expected to intensify over warm waters as it is forecast to have a direct impact in the state's Big Bend region. This is video out of Cancun, Mexico. Heavy winds and rain pouring down as Helene is having an impact there.
Here in our area, our first warning weather team has declared today a severe weather warning day. Our communities are bracing for tropical storm force winds and downpours. Good afternoon to you. I'm Stephen Graves.
And I'm Tiffany Kenny. Thank you so much for joining us for WPBF 25 News at noon. We have live team coverage on every angle with what you need to know ahead of Hurricane Helene. And we do want to begin with our first warning weather team. First warning meteorologist Sandra Shaw has the latest track. Sandra?
The latest track is really what we've been telling you for most of today. The models came into agreement for the Big Bend area as really the target zone for Hurricane Helene. Look at the size of Helene. The interesting thing, as Helene spins with 80-mile-an-hour winds here as now a hurricane just on the cusp of getting its eye in the Gulf of Mexico, is the size of the wind field. The tropical storm force winds extend out from the center 275 miles. One of the reasons that the entirety of Florida is under a tropical storm warning here in the peninsula, including all of our area. As a Category 1 hurricane, it intensifies quickly today into a Category 2 hurricane with 100-mile-an-hour winds tonight, and then rapid intensification into a Category 3 hurricane, 120-mile-an-hour winds, a major hurricane as we hit early tomorrow morning, and then it makes a landfall as likely a major hurricane 3 or above as we get into tomorrow night. Big Bend area of Florida, including Tallahassee, and then beyond that, it looks like it's going to be a real problem as a tropical storm with lots of rain for the Carolinas and parts of Georgia. Tropical impacts then for us locally. Okeechobee County in that state of emergency declared by the governor. So we got 25 to 35-mile-an-hour winds sustained overnight tonight. We're going to peak with those, and then gusts up to 40 to 50 miles an hour. Same sort of situation for Indian River County around Vero Beach. Gusty winds, isolated tornadoes, and in fact, we are in a marginal risk for severe weather there today. Other areas, let's go to St. Lucie County, making our way down. Same sort of situation, maybe 2 inches of rainfall here is likely. Gusty bands of rain, sideways rains embedded with those winds throughout, and then waterspout potential, tornadic potential, and those bands and squalls of rain moving through Martin County as well. Things are already happening in Palm Beach County, and for more on that, let's join Vanessa.
And Sandra, we've been tracking all these tropical downpours all morning long across the Treasure Coast and now impacting Palm Beach County. Some heavy rains out towards Wellington, even up towards Indiantown, and even down into southern Palm Beach County. I am tracking some heavy rains there. Currently in St. Lucie Village, Fort Pierce, we have a pocket of heavy rains with gusty winds over 25 and 30 miles per hour and heading towards I-95, and a few more showers and storms up towards Sebastian. But as you can see, lots of tropical moisture from Indiantown all the way down towards Wellington and west of State Road 7, seeing some heavy rains in Boynton Beach and Delray Beach, as you can see. And these are really quick movers. These showers and storms are tracking about 30 to even 35 miles per hour towards the northwest. So we'll see this trend going pretty much all day long today with a mix of sun and clouds in between as well. So for Palm Beach County, we'll see that tropical warning basically for the next 24 hours, a high surf advisory as well for the surfers until tomorrow. That means surf will be running anywhere between 5 to even 10 feet along the coastal areas. Localized flooding will be another main concern, and those gusty winds close to 40 miles per hour. Wind speeds right now close to 31 in Fort Pierce because of those showers, and even down into Boynton Beach and Boca Raton, and wind gusts close to 35 right now. So updated future track shows those gusty showers pretty much all day long today. We'll see those on and off rain bands moving on shore, and some of them could be producing some isolated tornadoes. Now that threat will be increasing tonight into the overnight hours. 1 or 2 quick spin-ups will be in the forecast. Hour by hour forecast, we're keeping those rain chances alive pretty much all day long today. Into tomorrow morning, we'll see those warm temperatures as well in the low to mid 80s. Sandra and I will have more updates on the tropics for you coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Vanessa, thanks. New at noon, this just in. Indian River State College is closing ahead of Hurricane Helene. The school says starting at 5 p.m. today, both in-person and online classes are canceled. Also new just in, the University of Florida says it is closed tomorrow and should reopen on Friday. And yeah, we've learned that information as well. Also, as we've told you before, Indian River State College will reopen tomorrow. And before that, yesterday, we told you these universities, Florida A&M, the University of South Florida, have also canceled classes, including Florida State, until Monday.
And we are reaching out to local school districts. Schools in Okeechobee County and Indian River County will be closed tomorrow. All athletic and extracurricular activities scheduled to take place tonight and at any point tomorrow have also been canceled. As for our other districts, officials say they are monitoring the impact that Helene could have on their campuses. The Martin County School District has canceled all after-school activities for today and tomorrow. If anything else changes, we of course will be sure to let you know.
Governor Ron DeSantis gave another update this morning as the state braces for the impacts of Helene.
He says that due to Hurricane Debbie's impacts, water levels remain above normal and the incoming rain will likely cause flooding and power outages across the state.
You still have time to prepare. Make sure that you're executing your plan. Make sure you have the essentials that you need. We're proud to be here at
Floridians to follow your hurricane plan, stock up on food and gas, and to continue to stay up to date with the latest information from your local emergency officials.
While most counties are under a state of emergency, at least 10 are under mandatory evacuation orders.
And some of our neighbors across our state are coming here for safety. Josie Carbonari in Palm Beach Gardens this afternoon, where several people are now checking into hotels in this area. Josie, what are you seeing and what are you hearing from people?
Well, Tiffany, here in Palm Beach Gardens, what we're noticing is some dark clouds coming and going. We did hear some thunder earlier, and we did see some lightning, so that's just a hint of what's to come. But as far as those folks up north, they've been making their way down here to get away from the storm. Helene is supposed to hit as a Category 3 in the Big Bend area, and while Palm Beach County is not getting a direct hit, evacuees are booking hotel reservations in the area to escape the storm. Melissa and Joseph Wilkes from Tampa, they tell us they booked a room at the Hampton Inn in Palm Beach Gardens with their 3 kids, ages 2, 7, and 12, along with their 2 dogs, driving 4 hours overnight. They live right on the water, so they say there was no other choice. While grateful they are safe, they say they're worried about their home in Tampa. It's difficult to think that we could go home and have nothing left, but we're just gonna have to hope for the best and just try and keep smiling in the meantime.
Our house is on the water in St. Pete, and with the way things stand right now, we're probably going to have a foot or 2 of water in our house.
We did a seal and peel caulk on all the doors and windows, 4 foot up and below, and we're hoping for the best.
Other hotels like the Marriott in Palm Beach Gardens not exactly getting an influx of evacuees just yet, but they say they're seeing cancellations as a result of the storm.
Unfortunately, what we're seeing is a lot of early departures, a lot of group cancellations that were initially expected to come in, have some meetings. They are all now canceling in order to get back home to help their loved ones evacuate from that area. But we do have rooms available should anybody need them.
And like many hotels, the Marriott is offering discounted rates to those who are displaced from the storm. Reporting live from Palm Beach Gardens, I'm Josie Carbonari, WPBF 25 News.
Josie, thank you. And WPBF 25 News is sending a crew to the Big Bend, which is expected to see the most significant impact from this storm. Our Angela Rozier is on the road en route. Angela, you're live now. Tell us what you are seeing as you're heading there.
Well, right now we are on I-75 heading north. We just passed Lake City. I'm going to show you what the roadway looks like right now. No issues with traffic, no delays that we ran across today. We did see a lot of caravans of those white utility trucks, you know, the kinds that come after there's a storm, and they usually gather at a vacant lot or some fairgrounds, and they wait for the storm to pass before they deploy. We saw several caravans on our route here. We've also been receiving those warnings from the National Weather Service letting us know that we are heading in an area where there's dangerous and damaging winds. Now that's a warning that's issued 36 hours before we get those hazardous conditions, but then again they are still warning us and warning anyone heading north that they need to be prepared. Now I can tell you one thing, Stephen, traffic smooth today. We had a little bit of rain earlier before we left the Treasure Coast, but right now it's nice. We're gonna be heading further north, and we'll have another update in about a half an hour.
And Angela, I know you stopped at a gas station in between your route there, and are you seeing any people evacuating heading to the East Coast at all?
Not really. We did talk to some people at the parking lot at a market, a grocery store we saw, and they were staying. One gentleman told me that he's a vet. He's not leaving. They said they've been through these hurricanes before, and they're going to stay and help anyone else who stays. But I asked them, anyone leaving that you know of? They said, nope, not right now.
Angela, thank you so much. Of course, you stay safe as well. Live in our First Warning Weather Live tracker. We appreciate it. Stefan, our photographer, is there with you as well. Both of you, please stay safe.
And we'll check in with Angela and Stefan again at 12:30, and you'll be able to see Angela's reports today starting at 3 o'clock. WPBF 25 News and the entire First Warning Weather team will be here for you before, during, and after the storm. We'll be bringing you live weather updates at the top and bottom of the hour, including overnight, until the threat is over. We're also doing a special edition of WPBF 25 News at 3 p.m. this afternoon, and we're expanding our 11 p.m. newscast to an hour, and we are coming on the air tomorrow morning starting at 4 o'clock. And we'll also continue to send push alerts for each weather advisory and have a complete list of closures and weather updates on WPBF.com and our mobile app.